friends. Welcome to the wonderful world created by the Watchmaker. Awaiting up ahead is the titular character from the beloved Clocky animation, Clocky! It's said that the Watchmaker dreamed up the idea of Clocky when he was just a boy. Back then, he was merely an apprentice in a clock shop. And one night, he dreamt that all the broken clocks started sprouting arms and legs. Like a skilled pilot, he steered them towards the right path. As a classic figure who grew up with many, Clocky truly shaped a generation, solidifying the Watchmaker's pivotal role in popular culture. Contestants, may you have a wonderful time with Clocky.
The trial of time. I hope it won't waste too much of our time.
The turn of fate.
Am I just a failed experiment?
That statue. Did it just speak?
The power of wisdom and memory.
I'm just an What? You guys are just... See? I'm just... Tick-tock! It's time...
Clocky? I can also see him.
In Dreamville, Clocky is everywhere and can do anything.
I can't believe...
You see, we're all clocks. We're family.
I came across a startling revelation. Please, just leave me be.
Oh, dear. Seeing it like this is... Don't worry, miss. I've already... Over here, my friends. Better use that hamster ball night speed.
Yeah.
This must be one of the missing parts that Big Ticker needs. That's great!
A sincere heart.
We're here! There's a missing part on the opposite side. But how do we get over there?
There's also a dream side left here by a Dreamweaver. We're running out of time. We'll have to use it if necessary.
The turn of fate.
Huh.
Make a wish.
Help! Help! Tweet!
Tick-tock! Do I hear something?
Tweet! Help! 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 Is anyone there?
Oh dear!
Is that Clocky?
A roasted bird! Oh!
What do you want to know? Ill fate is said. Good time. Time to say bye. Boom. Say bye to breathing. Stand still. Destiny isn't chosen. Ill tidings manifest.
I hope for an end to strife in the world.
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
An inner self fragment belonging to the Sweet Dreams troupe? This is just too surreal.
We can use it. No surprise there.
Time to play the next piece. Harmony and unison. Stars echo.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss. Time to say bye. Boom.
gathered all the missing parts. Let's hurry back. We don't want to keep Big Ticker waiting.
We can use it.
We're back!
Wow! This...
It's working!
I'm not qualified to be the real Clocky!
No!
Thank you, Clocky.
Nope.
Go forth, my friends. When the moment comes, all the Dream Tickers and I will cheer for you.
It's all done! Victory's in sight! Let's head to the final stage.
Make a wish. Does that hurt? bye to breathing. Relax.
What do you want to know?
Ill fate descends! Not bad.
May song bring us victory.
Stand still.
I hope for an end to strife in the world.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom. No surprise there.
Congratulations to both of you! Oh, you've overcome all obstacles and proven yourselves! But, unfortunately, there is only one who can be Penacony's festive superstar. In the final stage, you will face the defending champion. If you fail, you will lose the opportunity to become the festive superstar. Welcome to the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival's third stage in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises' Superstar Showdown.
No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
A turn of fate.
Let the show begin.
Please wait. By the glorious light of...
Are you a knight of beauty?
Hear ye! The rosy glow of the beauty has... Upon hearing of the impending festivities, I commanded the one and only to bring me to Penacony with full haste. Fortunately, the mini-rabbit mech pilot, stray cat duelist, galactic ninja, and quad-drive Intellatron, along with 32 other souls in distress, all emerged from... I do not deserve such praise. Unfortunately, that dashing Okay, let's get back to business. Since though upon arrival I was once mistaken for a towering silver-armored fugitive with... What matters is that I now stand if I am fortunate enough to emerge Idrilla, the beauty. Dear friends, please ready yourselves for this trial set forth by the beauty.
Harmony and unity.
Bear witness to
Say bye to breathing. Relax.
Ill fate descend.
The flesh wound.
Right. Stars echo.
May as well kill them all.
Step up, let's see ya.
Stand still.
Nice psychic, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Rise to the challenge.
Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Let the duel commence.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Your convictions, my friends, are indeed awe-inspiring. It's a pity. The laurels of victory belong to a trip. Rise to the challenge.
What do you want to know? Ill tidings
The
manifest.
flesh wound.
Relax.
You're fighting a gentleman. Let's sign for
In the mood for another beating?
Destiny isn't chosen.
Ill fate descend. I hope for an end to strife in the world.
Stand still.
Put forth all your might.
Retribution will find you.
Say bye to breathing.
Nice psychic, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Rise to the challenge. Step up, let's see ya. It ain't over.
Rise to the challenge.
Relax.
Night. Stars echo. No more times.
Memories of beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Rise to the challenge. That's enough. I have come to grasp the sincerity of your cause. I yield. Beautiful! Truly a captivating contest. Go forth, my dear friend. I shall remain here.
We don't have much time. In that case, let's make our way to the end. Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival before entering the Grand Theater. I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance. As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent, common folk living precarious lives. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest? Or a sweet dream paradise for all?
That's not the point! Don't let him mislead you!
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Miss Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmony Festival?
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers...
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this name...
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this...
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to...
Sunday, Robin. I've watched you two grow up, and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. The magnitude of this matter is enormous, and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally... Sunday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead? So
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all slander...
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heavens.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself? Always heeding their
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith.
Just a moment.
What is it?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and the god you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity, such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could
perfectly harmonize it? Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their follower later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger, and they all forget.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment.
So this...
For the sake of our grand cause, Sunday.
What?
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I didn't...
So, this is the true reason I can't sing?
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by she within the foundation of law. And through harmony, we obtain order.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be...
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the astral.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed. Smart kid. You're just a...
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining...
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands, and just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield natural selection. The world abides by this principle. Established.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon?
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the... So, come with me, everyone.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape.
Did you do the same to...
It's a tuning process. Tuning allows you to... Now, everyone. From this point on, I believe after going through... Let's begin. This story happened when Robin... Later on. Robin and... That baby bird was tiny. We decided to build a nest for it. It was clear that if we left, we decided that when it regained its strength, its destiny. Now, I passed the stick to the original plan, and build a cage for it, and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within. I eagerly await your... I'm happy to see that you made it. We passionately know. I watched it for a long while. Finally, on the fall shattered its... I deeply regret the... This story happened when I was appointed. It was during that period. He was a dream chaser. He told me he had a plan in place after hearing the dream chaser's story. I'll tell you the outcome soon. Will you do as I did, or will you remain silent? I look forward to everyone's decision. I'm honored to witness you arriving at the first, Now then, he told me the reason he was in the end. As to your choice in the story this time. This story, what surprised me was... The letter contained the...
Do you know who?
My sister.
To help you
From what the letter in...
Correct.
A stray book.
A war has broken. She hoped to eat...
Is she alright?
If the operation by the Eon above...
Those... Now you understand why she always...
How could this happen?
It's all in the past. Likewise. Because this is merely a... Would you still support Robin's journey? I am now aware of everyone's stance. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream parent. I know the suffering of being tormented. The turmoil of losing your way. How sorrow, and even despair, set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches.
So what is your definition of living?
Good question. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is that is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor fate. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract. So allow me to provide a simple example. During these hard-earned rest days, and it is only on these days, that people do not... From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. This should be the face of the new world. Idyllic. And thus, there would be no need to bear the... Miss Firefly. You, who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome.
It sounds...
But...
The cost is minute. Merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained forever.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality.
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words...
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as for what? But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature.
I admit that you are a born leader. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices, the want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or perhaps in your mind... Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also... We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. Mc...
What is this?
Does this place ring any bell?
I don't know.
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed, so I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha.
I don't know much about dream.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death, which we now know as dormancy. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool. We're drawing closer to the truth once more.
All right, but there are doors all...
I guess... maybe this one? I'm not entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
Wait, you managed to...
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that end, and the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved... Hold on. This doesn't make...
This could be a case of amnesia. Don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't vanished. Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore a few more rooms and see if you can recall...
Yeah, then... Tick-tock. I heard some...
You and Origami...
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew. Just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one origami bird. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs.
Sailors?
Could you tell us more about the Compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use...
That's a great story.
Huh? Oh. Weird.
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden...
So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
Mikhail, that's the name? So, who is he talking to?
I'm sorry. I don't...
Anything special about that?
Mikhail?
Grandpa?
But we haven't heard anything about the watch. Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into... He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise. Both every time he came back, he'd...
It appears that the seafarer has nothing to do with the watchmaker. So, where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new... I think... I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead. Look, there it is!
The water resembles a... Every time I gaze at the...
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah. I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He often said that those moments...
You know... Hey, don't tease!
Perhaps every adventurer far from home.
Yeah. Well, Grandpa was at home. We would stand by the fountain. Back then, I would ask him when I...
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer.
Yeah. Based on me...
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all. Could this be some sort of...
I'm sorry. Perhaps I'll... I wish to share your burden.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No. We should turn...
Huh? Something feels different about this place.
This is it. I remember this corridor. Up ahead is Grandpa's study. It was in that room
The atmosphere in this room.
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky! You're here! Yeah. This is the room where we first met each other.
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived. To ensure that everyone had land to settle on, he had to continue exploring the sea and search for the source of the rising seawater. On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face before his final voyage. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere and told me to stay home and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping. He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
A train? Could it be?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales. He explained that difficult times were ahead, but assured me that the watch would guide me. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination. And then, it was as if I heard the distant sound of a train whistle echoing throughout the room.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
This is the dream jigs.
Do you remember?
Hey,
Looks like we're just one...
This is it. This is my room while I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from here.
I learned how to repair clockwork and gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the...
So, this building...
Yes, but this dream bubble, it's...
looks...
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else...
March, do you remember when she...
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a chart.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron, and when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the... A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up to...
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Wait. No!
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged...
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is... and the whistle you heard was the sound of the Express?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all. How about we start with your name? Now should we call you Meat?
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system, adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure. Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply, Misha. If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name.
So, you're the Watchmaker himself?
Unfortunately, as for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's... And this also marks the beginning of his journey.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I sowed. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for...
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze. I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as the one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on... I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine, now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you. For the path of trailblazing, all I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey. Guide, and my hat too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planned. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Let's make... Although I don't think anyone will have it.
Of course. We've come this far.
In that case, it's unanimous. Then let's proceed together to the end of this...
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, Legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory, and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us. Don't worry, not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of Trailblaze will continue.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat.
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, Legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, Watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former Nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have! Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you too?
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if, and it's a big if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next Watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on! Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes, I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Asdana. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade, and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, remember, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dreams.
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass and set sail together.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was a compass. So, your name should have been Compassy. And the Watchmaker is just a nameless.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else. I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This is... where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you. Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, happy, angry, or sad, all they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The Penacony and Mikhail's dreams does not belong to Order.
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you?
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you will, since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness. If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Unknown to each other, yet united in purpose, we make the same choices.
Show begins.